a few of the things I couldn't stand about cooked food. Welcome back, y'all, for another video to recalibrate with Raw Natty Nate, aka the Nice Cream King, coming to you live with the raw food thing. You guys will love those little rhymes, they're kind of fun. So I wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I hated about cooked food. Now, hated is a pretty strong word, but I'm just gonna stick with it. So I've got about 8 things that I really don't miss about cooked food. Number 1 being the sedation factor. You eat a big cooked heavy meal and you're just sluggish, you're tired. Some say that cooked food grounds them. I say it grounds you so hardcore that you're ready to take a nap. Like you're gonna hit the ground. No, not necessarily, but it definitely makes you tired. Now, of course, it's hard to understand that concept if you've been eating cooked food your whole life and you've never done, say, raw foods, done a raw food challenge where you eat nothing but raw foods uncooked for 30 days or a couple months at least, and then you go back to eating a cooked meal. It really slows you down. Number 2 would be timing the meals. Having everything going in the kitchen, you've got to start this right now because this is going to be done over there. There's a lot of juggling. Now, in a sense, there's an art form to it, and I can respect that, and I appreciate that. But it made it tricky to have everything done at the same time to where it's all warm. You know, everybody sits down, or you sit down for a meal that you made just for yourself or whatever it is. And it's nice to have it all done at the same time, as opposed to having a certain entree done at a certain time, and then you've got to wait another 20 minutes for this to be done over here. So like I said, there's an art form to it, but that's something I definitely don't miss. Number 3 would be shopping. And how it took so much more time shopping because you're hitting the entire store. You're hitting all the aisles because you're like, oh, do we need canned stuff? Well, oh, what kind of crackers are we gonna get? Oh, we better go get some chips. So you're hitting all these aisles and it takes a lot longer to get everything in the store, and your basket's full of boxed, processed, funky stuff. And that's definitely something I don't miss. My trips to the store as a raw vegan are very quick and easy because I just hit the fruit and vegetable section, maybe the bulk section, and I'm gone. I'm out of there. Number 4 would be the junk food and all the animal products. So in a way, people say to me, don't you just get sick of eating nothing but raw foods? Like, it's so boring. You're eating the same thing all the time. And when I think about it, I was eating the same thing all the time as a person who eats cooked food. It was just packaged differently. It was what we like to call 50 shades of beige. So there's, you know, pastas and breads and all kinds of things that are basically beige in color, and they're just done up and processed differently. Corn processed differently, wheat processed differently. It's all basically the same stuff, but it's packaged and processed differently. And the junk food, of course, I hated having to decipher which junk food I was going to purchase this shopping trip. And of course, I wanted to be good, so I didn't try to. I wasn't one of those individuals who like to stock lots of junk food because I was going to eat it. So now that I've eliminated junk food altogether, I don't have to worry about which junk food item to buy or not to buy. I just steer clear from it all. Number 5 would be cooking the animal products or the dead flesh. Of course, some people do eat raw flesh, raw animal products, or raw meat, but it's best to be cooked at certain temperatures. So you have your thermometer and say you're cooking a roast and you want to make sure that it's done, so you're putting your thermometer in, you're checking, like, okay, this is the right temperature, we're good to go. So that's definitely something I don't miss. Number 6 would be the slow digestion. Now, I eat raw foods, uncooked foods, so the digestion process is a lot quicker than when I used to eat foods that were processed, highly processed, or a lot of animal products, a lot of beef jerky and these kind of things. So the digestion is much slower when you're eating cooked foods. Let's go into number 7, would be that kind of leads to constipation, being backed up, because it's so it's cooked to death, and it's very dehydrated in a lot of ways, to where it absorbs a lot of moisture from us. So unless we're drinking ample amounts of water, constipation is another factor that plagues people. The majority of people only eliminate a couple times a week, when really it should be a couple times a day. So that's why colon cancer, chronic constipation, these kinds of things are a huge issue in our world today. So that's definitely something I don't miss. And number 8 would be watching calories. Not that I ever would watch calories before, but it's easy to get so many calories in a small meal because there's a lot of fat in the form of oil or butter. And of course, those calories aren't necessarily the best calories. So it's really easy to get a couple thousand calories in one meal. So that's something that I don't miss as well, is having to watch what I'm eating, because the older you get, the body doesn't process stuff the same, and you start having to watch what you're ingesting. And it is very easy on a cooked food diet to ingest far too many calories than what we need for optimum health. Now, if you guys are looking to find healthier ways to incorporate more raw foods into your lifestyle, I'll put a link right here. We have recipe books. I'll also put them in the link in the description down below, with over 300 recipes and meal plans to follow. 30-day meal plans, which include breakfast, lunch, and dinner, not one day the same out of those 30 days. So you're essentially getting 90 recipes in one of those ebooks. And it gives you everything that you need to know on how to shop, what to buy, and of course, how to prepare it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've stayed this long through the video, give yourselves a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if this is stuff that you're into. And until next time, guys, love ya.